Hello and welcome to Humanity. Thank you so much for joining us yet again this week. I do really want to say thank you for all the feedback that you guys are giving us, whether it's directly to my page, Ruth Kulaisi, or on our Humanity page, Humanity on Zodiac. I really appreciate that you're watching and you're getting something and that you're actually writing us back to say, hey, that was good, or you might want to look at this, or hey, I have a friend that needs that platform that I think their story would make such an impact. I'm so grateful always for that, always, always, always. So this week, I really want us to jump into something that sometimes I think about and I'm like, how do I go about that? But also, there's such a buzz about it. Whether it's been around for long or not, we will find out. A thing called branding and also upgrading yourself. I'm sure you've seen that on Facebook. A person called Chiweru Manyozo. This man is such a leader and he is going out with his team to different cities in Malawi. I think they just kind of finished up with their tour and they're really chatting to young people about upgrading yourself. What does that look like? What does that mean? And one of the issues in there is branding. So thank you, Chims. Can I call you that?
Yes, no
Yeah.
problem.
Chims. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You have been around. You have been in all kinds of leadership cohorts and
Yes.
just. Have you written a book yet?
Not yet.
But you will be.
I will be writing, but I don't think this is the right time to write the book.
Because you're busy.
Not really.
Yeah?
But I think there is a point when the story will make more sense. And that time is coming, but not there yet.
Well, for now, let's upgrade
Okay.
ourselves.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So, aside from the work that you do with Mapu 0265,
Yes.
you definitely are giving out and helping young people get back into school with scholarships and all of that.
Yeah.
You have gone out to the cities
Mm-hmm.
to help people, and not just young people,
Yeah.
upgrade themselves. What does that even mean?
Okay. That's weird because when we're coming up with the word, we wanted to say up your game somehow, right?
Yeah.
So the idea is, first of all, I think there is this false concept where people arrive.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And it starts from, there is more or less a defined life, which is boring. So you go to school, you get a degree of some sort,
Yep.
you get a job. If you get a job with a good company, you're good to go. You might stay there up until you retire.
Yes.
Marry, have kids,
Yep.
and wait for your death day. Or hopefully build a house or something, right?
Yeah.
But it's a structure which to me I'm like, okay, I think there has to be more to life than just being born, getting educated, getting a job, marrying, having kids, building a house, and what's next?
So upgrading yourself kind of falls between getting the job or school and death day.
In somewhere there,
Okay.
somewhere. So the day that you're born and the day that you die, and what you do.
Now let's talk a bit about what personal branding is.
Okay.
So the steps that everybody takes in their day-to-day life to kind of build a habit that kind of builds up who they are. Then personal branding comes in. How does that come into all of that?
All right. So personal branding is now creating an image and underlying image that you want people to know about you, right? And I'll give you as an example, a very perfect example. You are an artist. You are a host of this fantastic award-winning show, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you're a wife.
Uh-huh.
And you're a mother.
Yes.
And then you're a Christian.
Yes.
And I can go on and on and on. What identity do you want people to know about you?
Okay.
Right? Don't answer me on that one. But there's an image that you want people to know about you. There's a side that you want people to know about you. There's a side that you are sure you don't want people to get to know about you. Right?
Yeah.
This is where now personal branding comes in.
Do we have to personal brand?
For me, I would say yes. Because either way, branding is happening. So you're doing the branding or somebody else is doing the branding on your behalf.
Okay.
Simple example. If you ask people, for example, not your friends sometimes tell you lies. And unfortunately, they're supposed to be friends, but they tell you lies. If you ask people, to tell you or describe Ruth when they have forgotten your name.
Oh, okay.
Right? You have met those kind of people where you're like, there was a guy, dark, somebody who talks a lot. That's your brand. They're like, oh, so you mean JP? They're like, oh yeah, that's his name. So they're able to describe you when they have forgotten your name. So that's what people see about you. That's the brand. Is it really what you want people to know about you? So that's where now the issue of being intentional about doing personal branding is.
So is branding the same as reputation?
Yes. Yes.
So why complicate it by calling it branding?
Branding is reputation management. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
So there is what you say about you and there's what people say about you. And you have to meet somewhere in between.
Yeah.
I can be saying I'm the most generous person in the world, but if everybody says I don't think so, then it means something is wrong. Coming there's certain people that when you just mention their name, Mandela for example, what comes to your mind? Revolution, change, peace, human rights. These are not things that happened by mistake. And then when I mention another name, the list is likely going to be negative. So it's also a reputation that they have been building over the years. So that's where now the issue of personal branding comes in. Take France, I'll use a country for example. If you have gone to France, there's one place that everybody wants to go and get a picture in France.
Yes.
It's just some iron that was put together that looks like a certain structure.
Yes.
And everybody's just like excited and they call it the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
There is nothing extremely special about that tower, but they have made it to feel like the most important place that everybody has to go to visit. That's branding.
Okay, so when it comes to just generally, now I think that you've explained that it's reputation management.
Yeah.
Most times I would think branding is meant for companies or organizations or somebody that's in the public eye. They should brand themselves and go for that. But for a normal person, like everyday person that just kind of goes to work, how does this even just maybe is in college or high school? Because right now, as you're putting in, branding is happening, you might as well get on it and start working on reputation management. How does that work with our jobs? Like, can someone brand themselves towards something?
Exactly. And we are doing it all the time. And intentionally most of the time.
Yeah.
So when it comes to a job, I believe you just don't want to be at the same position. Even there are people that are CEOs now, they're thinking of the next
thing. Yeah, right? That's true.
And for you to get to the next step, people need to know about you. The positive side. People need to know, first of all, that you exist, right? And when there are opportunities coming, for example, you want people to think about you.
Yes.
Right?
That is true.
So if, for example, as a musician, like if there is a show in London, right?
The first name that should pop up should be yours.
Should be your name.
So then, so what you're saying is branding assists that process where your name is the first one to come up.
The first one that comes up.
Okay.
And we're always doing it all the time. Like, have you seen how companies don't want to hire somebody from outside? They want to hire somebody internally.
Yeah, true.
There will be chatter around the office about people that are likely going to take up that position. The office has like 50 people. Why is it that people are only talking about 5 people?
Okay. So branding is an intentional situation.
So you say, you know what, when it comes to anything to do with leadership, I am the guy. So when people are thinking about leadership in our department, they know, talk to him when we talk to youth. Why is it that they don't talk to the other people? Because they haven't taken the time to show. It doesn't mean they are not qualified, but it just shows that they haven't taken the initiative and people are not really thinking about them along.
So you have to be proactive.
Very much.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Very much.
All right, so we'll take a bit of a break now that I have an idea that it's not as scary and as intimidating as what it usually sounds like, and that it's for everybody. We're going to take a bit of a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about how to do that? How do you get proactive in branding and making sure that you are known in the circles that you want to be known in, and how to do that? So do stick around. This is Womanity on Zodiac.
The program that made this winner outstanding was the interactive content. Subjects not only discussed the issue at hand, but provided advice and inspiration to the men and women who desire to take a step in their lifestyle. And the winner talk show host of the year is Ruth Kulaisi with Womanity from Zodiac Broadcasting.
Hi, I'm Lucy from SAC. You need to start with base for your skin. It protects your oily skin and it makes your makeup stays long. You can use your fingertips and apply it on your skin and rub it till it gets dry. When you apply primer, you have to wait for 2 to 5 minutes till it gets dry, then you start applying foundation.
All right, welcome back. We are talking personal branding. I'm sure you've heard about it, kind of, maybe, but somehow I'm sure you've kind of seen something to do with that. And we're learning that sometimes, most times actually, we are doing the branding unintentionally, but we need to be proactive so that we are known in the circles that we want to be known in for the things that we want to be known for. Okay, I read somewhere, or actually I heard somewhere, that sometimes one of the things that you can do just to figure out where you are, at least online, on your branding, is get on Google and Google search yourself and figure out what Google says. Then that will tell you what your branding looks like online. I did that. I was so disappointed. I was like, what? That's not what I want.
Because you haven't been putting content out.
That's the thing. Now you need to tell us.
Okay.
How? Because I know that people are getting jobs off LinkedIn.
Yes.
I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
I think I have a profile. I think.
Which is not updated.
It's not.
Okay.
It's like.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when it comes to the digital spaces, I think we can't run away from going digital now. And one of the best places where people can find you easily across the globe is online. If you are doing something exceptional in Malawi, okay, that's fine. But I don't think you want your brand to be stuck to
contained.
Malawi. Exactly. You know?
Yeah.
And sorry to say this, but I think Malawi moves like this graph. There's a certain time you peak, you're here, and then the next thing is you are dropping, and then you are done, right? But then you have people that are hot in Malawi, and then all of a sudden they are hot in South Africa, and then they are hot in Zimbabwe, and they are all over the place.
And some are not hot here, but hot elsewhere.
Exactly.
That's on purpose, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Where they're like, you know what? I think the content that I have, or my brand, doesn't really suit with the Malawi context, but I think I can thrive, say, in Silicon Valley somewhere.
Yeah.
So you have the skill, but the market in Malawi doesn't recognize that skill. That doesn't mean that skill is useless. You just have to figure out where that skill has to be taken.
Thank you. Be encouraged, in other words.
Exactly.
Right?
You know?
What you carry is valuable.
Exactly.
You just need to focus that energy where it will be useful.
I mean, take art, for example.
Yeah.
Being honest, Malawi doesn't really appreciate much of art. It's as simple as that. Because if we did, our artists in Malawi would have been one of the richest people in this country.
We have some of the hardworking ones.
Exactly.
Yes.
But just move to South Africa, for example. Go to the UK, go to the US. You have people that are living off art.
Yes.
Relocate. Ed Sheeran had to do the same thing. I mean, he was in the UK, so that I think I was thriving in the States. He moved, in the UK, then he moved to the States.
That is awesome.
Exactly. So you have to figure out which one is your market for your skills. It's not always the country that you're born in. It's not always that case. You know, you have even pastors. You have some pastors that have relocated to another country, and all of a sudden, everybody's like, wow.
Yeah.
But if they were stuck to their country, I don't think they would be where they are.
That's true.
So that's the thing. And the best place to do that is online. So now let's get to social media. Let's go to Facebook, for example. Facebook still remains one of the biggest social media platforms. You're looking at close to half the population on the globe is on Facebook, which is about, I think, 3 billion, if not 4 billion, thereabout. So that's the access that you have on Facebook. Now imagine your content being accessed by 4 billion people, and you don't have to pay to sign up on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
But then you have to pay for you to perform somewhere.
Yes.
You know, you have to pay a lot of things, but you can just create a Facebook page, engage with people on your account. When you have content, post it there, and then the more people get to know about your content, is the more you now start having customers, which takes it to the next step. Because there's also the mentality, especially in Malawi, where you have fans, but fans are not just fans. Fans are your customers.
Funds equals cash, equals
Exactly,
money,
exactly.
equals currency.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, if you have, say, for example, 100,000 fans, what are you doing with them? Are you just giving them content? Are they just hitting you up? Or there's more that you can do? You can start thinking about creating a clothing line. KB just done a very good
Oh
job
my
at that.
goodness, yes, he has KBG.
Exactly.
Yes,
because
shout out.
he is able to see, you know what, these guys are my customers.
Yes.
So they like my brand as an artist. They can also buy
Where
my
to
products.
connect, that's so good, yes.
You have people like Jay-Z, you have people like 50 Cent. I mean, when 50 was big, people bought G-Unit sneakers, G-Unit
T-shirts,
shirts,
caps,
and all that.
everything, yeah.
Because
sure.
what he did was, he knew I was hot as an artist. In his music videos, he tagged all these items. So he's milking your money, he's also entertaining you. Which is something that artists in this country need to think about fast, especially the ones that are like hot ones.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you have Beyonce, there's perfume, they are all coming up with all these products.
Yeah.
Because they know I have customers now, I need to start getting money from these guys. Branding.
Now, I'm not an artist, I'm not on television.
Right.
I just am good at accounting, or I'm good at what I do.
Right.
Where does that take me then? Do I need a Facebook like page?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. You need that Facebook page. I have a friend, Patricia Kuma, she's in South Africa. She's into taxation and accounting.
Yes.
She has a Facebook page.
A page, not a profile.
Not a profile, a page. And what she does is she's profiling herself as a go-to person for tax and accounting.
Okay.
So she will be providing you with the videos where she provides advice on how you can deal with your taxes and your accounts. You watch those videos, you like those videos, you're likely going to hire her as a consultant for your company because you have seen what she delivers.
Won't it be too many accountants, too many musicians?
That's even better, because that allows me now to choose the best of the best. So branding brings you money, brings you opportunities. And there are people that are actually working right now. They're saying, I don't think I'm making a lot of money in my company. It's because you're not valuable in your company. Nobody values you.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. This is an example that Charles Dibenga usually talks about.
Yeah.
So take, for example, any company. I wanted to mention a name, but no, not now. Right? You have a company. In that company, you're able to, say, for example, sell pharmaceutical products. You have one guy who is able to redesign the pharmaceutical product, either medicine, and they're able to produce new drugs almost each and every month or each and every year. And then you have a guy who just reads the manuals and then is able to sell the medication, receives visitors and everything. If you want to downsize on that company, who are you going to get rid of?
The one that's not so creative.
Exactly.
Like, I need someone that would give me more than just what's expected.
So the guy who creates medication every time is the guy who goes to the CEOs and says, guys, I'm resigning. And the company says, no, you are not leaving. What do you want? The guy who just reads, greets visitors and everything, you go and say you resign, you're like, okay, thank you, good riddance. You can go.
Oh, wow. So can the person, so what if one is not so gifted with making, like, the redesigning, but like you're saying, they're a good greeter.
Exactly.
And they're great at keeping customers coming
Right.
back, and they look at that as their branding.
Exactly.
Okay, so whatever you have is not a weakness.
Exactly.
You just need to
find a way of working with that. You know, you have people that are very good at working with people, customers. That to the moment where if somebody gets sick and customers come, they start asking, where is that person? I miss that person. Why did you fire that person? To the point where even the company is like, we need to bring back that person because we thought they were useless, but they had a gift of connecting with customers. And that connection was always bringing us more business. And now that this person is no longer there, the company is still big, but there's this missing link. So the idea is now to figure out what's your niche. And once you have that niche, make sure everybody in the office gets to know about it. If it's public speaking, speak at a staff meeting. Everybody's bubbling in a staff meeting. For obvious reasons, people are frustrated. Be the person who says, okay, I have listened to all of you. These are the problems you have outlined. 1, 2, 3. These are the proposed solutions. 1, 2, 3. It might cost you this and this and this. Trust me, management is going to listen to this guy who is able to point at a problem, possible solutions, and then people just keep on complaining.
We're running out of time, and we haven't even gotten beyond Facebook.
Right. Thank you. LinkedIn.
Yes. So I need you to boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
And then
Thank you.
Yeah.
So coming to, okay, I'll finish with Facebook. If you have a page, make sure that you have, the page is clear. The name is clear. The pictures are professional. Get HD pictures, please. And the cover page, make sure that it's an action picture.
Oh, action.
Not just you sitting down looking pretty and smiling. No. It can be you, working. For you, this is your picture.
Cover
because
picture.
it's you doing your work.
Yes.
But if you do community work, it works better if there is you and then doing that actual
in your
work.
space.
Because that actually tells me this is Ruth, she's doing A, B, C, D.
Okay.
And then there's a recommendation option. Activate that option. Let people say, I recommend Ruth for A, B, C, D. I rate Ruth from 1 to 5, maybe that's 5. So that rating and that feedback is very important because there is what you say about you on the page and then there is what people are saying about you. And if the two are in the same WhatsApp group, then you're good to go. But if what you say and the feedback that you're getting is not the same, then there is, so that's Facebook, done. LinkedIn, the first thing is you just have to make sure that the information that's there is accurate.
Yes.
I think that's the starting point. The second thing is make sure you also activate what is called recommendations.
On LinkedIn.
Okay. So for my page, I think I've been recommended by Rachel and a couple of other guys. So when you're choosing people to recommend you, they have to write some sort of a reference. Choose people who know you and choose people that also have a social standing.
That's true, clearly. Like your CV, you don't want to send it off with some random.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So with that, when somebody gets on my LinkedIn account, they're able to appreciate my work experience. They're also able to see, he has been recommended by Rachel. So likely this guy might be doing something.
Yes.
Right? So for you, it might be your boss, it might be, but just choose someone who has to write something very positive, very nice about you. Then we move to what? Twitter. So when it comes to Twitter, Twitter is mainly meant for conversations, right? And that's why more people find it boring to be on Twitter. And it's instant. So on Twitter, usually, if you want to be a thought leader in a subject, then Twitter is a place for you because you're constantly giving people all these insights and people are able to follow and able to respond to you, Twitter. But it's not for everyone. That I understand, right? My advice is always pick at least 3 social media channels, stick to them, manage them properly. If you can't pick 3, pick at least 1, but pick one that you can manage. That's social media. Then there's a website. I recommend that people should have a personal website, not a company website, but a personal website. Ruth has a website. Let people access all your work on that website. These shows have to be found on that website so that when somebody gets on that website, they're able to appreciate the entire brand on that website. Websites are very cheap, straight to the point, and it also addresses that problem when you Google your name, the first thing that comes is your website. And and that puts you at an advantage.
Yes.
Right?
So you're kind of controlling what people get.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you have attended workshops, international workshops, write blogs about them. For me, I think I've been able to write blogs for a lot of, I've been able to write a blog for Children, Pathways Commission, Commonwealth, ideas. So when you Google my name, these are the results that come. So you have my name and name of Children, you have my name, you have Commonwealth, you have my name, and that already
Yes.
builds a brand.
Yes.
Somebody already assumes, oh, this guy has to be great.
Yes.
So if you have been given an opportunity to attend a workshop, blog about it. It's very easy to blog about because you're simply just sharing your experience.
Yes.
But you have no idea how far that
will
can take you.
Oh, dude, we need to have another one of these sessions because there's so much, and I really need to thank you for actually accepting my invitation. You have people calling you to have these kinds of conversations, and they pay a lot of money for this. So Womanity community thanks you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think I'm one of those people that's going to be one of your greatest students because I'm about to go and practice some of what you just taught.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. We definitely are going to have another chat. And guys, please, that was so good. And you definitely want to take on some of that stuff that he just spoke about and build your brand. That personal brand is yours, and it is yours to direct as well. All of that power is in your hands, yours and mine. So let's see where we go with the next few weeks, actually next few days, because I know with social media and online, it's instant, it's right there. Some of you can already start getting on it. From that, get on my Facebook page, which is Ruth Kulaisi. Like it, and let's stay in touch over there, okay? So I'll see you guys next week. Have yourself a good week, and yeah, I'll see you soon.